series of catastrophic events led to the demise of the dinosaurs. An asteroid impact triggered earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions. Volcanic eruptions spewed toxic gases, causing a prolonged volcanic winter. Meanwhile, the Earth's climate was undergoing a gradual shift, disrupting ecosystems and making it hard for dinosaurs to adapt. As the dinosaurs struggled to survive, a widespread disease swept through their populations, weakening their immune systems. The cumulative effect of these disasters ultimately led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. In this video, I will show to you the 5 reasons why dinosaurs became extinct. 1. Asteroid Impact Theory. About 65 million years ago, a massive asteroid, estimated to be around 6 miles in diameter, hurtled through space and collided with Earth. The impact, known as the Chicxulub Asteroid Impact, occurred in what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The force of the impact was so immense that it caused a massive shockwave that shook the Earth's crust, triggering massive earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions. The impact also threw up a massive amount of debris into the atmosphere, including rocks, dust, and sulfur dioxide. This debris blocked out sunlight, casting a dark and cold shadow over the Earth. The lack of sunlight made it difficult for plants to photosynthesize, disrupting the food chain and causing widespread famine among herbivorous dinosaurs. As the plants disappeared, the carnivorous dinosaurs lost their source of food, leading to a collapse of the entire ecosystem. The asteroid impact also caused a prolonged period of cold and darkness, known as an impact winter. This made it difficult for the dinosaurs to adapt and survive, especially since many of them were adapted to a warm and sunny climate. The combination of the initial blast, the prolonged cold and darkness, and the disruption of the food chain ultimately led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. The asteroid impact theory is supported by a range of evidence, including the presence of a large impact crater in Mexico, the discovery of shocked quartz and other impact-related rocks, and the presence of a layer of iridium-rich sediment at the K-Pg boundary, which marks the transition from the Cretaceous to the Paleogene period. 2. Volcanic eruption theory. Imagine a world where the skies are perpetually shrouded in a thick, toxic haze. The air is choked with noxious fumes, and the Earth is scorched by intense heat. This was the world that the dinosaurs inhabited during the late Cretaceous period, when massive volcanic eruptions in India spewed forth enormous amounts of toxic gases and ash into the atmosphere. The Deccan Traps, as these volcanic eruptions are known, were a series of cataclysmic events that occurred over tens of thousands of years. They released so much toxic material into the atmosphere that it blocked out sunlight, causing a prolonged period of cold and darkness. The effects on the environment were devastating, with plants struggling to grow and animals struggling to survive. For the dinosaurs, which were adapted to a warm and sunny climate, this new environment was a death sentence. They were unable to adapt to the harsh conditions, and their populations began to decline. The herbivores struggled to find food, and the carnivores lost their source of prey. As the volcanic eruptions continued, the ecosystem collapsed, and the dinosaurs went extinct. The volcanic eruption theory suggests that this prolonged period of volcanic activity was the primary cause of the dinosaurs' extinction. The evidence supports this theory, with the presence of volcanic ash and rocks at the K-Pg boundary providing a clear link between the eruptions and the mass extinction event. 3. Climate change theory. The Earth's climate has always been in a state of flux, with temperatures rising and falling over millions of years. But during the late Cretaceous period, the Earth's climate underwent a significant shift, one that would ultimately prove disastrous for the dinosaurs. As the Earth's orbit changed, the amount of solar energy the planet received began to decrease. This led to a gradual cooling of the climate, which in turn caused the polar ice caps to expand. The expansion of the ice caps led to a drop in sea levels, exposing coastal areas and disrupting the marine ecosystems. The cooling climate also led to changes in the Earth's vegetation patterns. The lush green forests that had covered much of the Earth's surface during the Mesozoic Era began to shrink, replaced by more temperate and boreal forests. This shift in vegetation patterns had a ripple effect throughout the food chain, making it difficult for herbivorous dinosaurs to find food. As the climate continued to cool, the dinosaurs found themselves struggling to adapt. Many species, which had evolved to thrive in the warm, humid climate of the Mesozoic Era, found themselves ill-equipped to deal with the changing conditions. They began to disappear, one by one, until finally, the last of the dinosaurs went extinct. The climate change theory suggests that this gradual shift in the Earth's climate was the primary cause of the dinosaurs' extinction. While it may not have been the sole cause, it is clear that the changing climate played a significant role in the demise of these magnificent creatures. 4. Disease theory. Picture a world where a silent killer is on loose, striking down its victims with ruthless efficiency. This is the world of the late Cretaceous period, where a mysterious disease is sweeping through the dinosaur populations, leaving death and destruction in its wake. The disease is a master of stealth, able to evade the dinosaurs' defenses and strike at their very core. It's a highly contagious and airborne pathogen, able to spread quickly through the crowded herds of hadrosaurs and ceratopsians. The dinosaurs are powerless to stop it, their immune systems overwhelmed by the sheer ferocity of the disease. As the disease takes hold, the dinosaurs begin to die off in droves. The herbivores are the first to go, their weakened bodies unable to withstand the ravages of the disease. The carnivores soon follow, their numbers dwindling as they struggle to find prey in a world where the very fabric of the ecosystem is unraveling. The disease is a game changer, a force of nature that is beyond the control of the dinosaurs. It's a reminder that even the mightiest of creatures can fall victim to the whims of fate, and that extinction is always just a heartbeat away. 5. Combination theory. The demise of the dinosaurs was a complex and multifaceted event, akin to a symphony of catastrophes that culminated in a grand finale of extinction. It was as if the very fabric of the Earth's ecosystem was unraveling, thread by thread, until the entire tapestry of life was torn asunder. At the heart of this maelstrom was a potent cocktail of climate change, volcanic eruptions, and asteroid impacts. Each of these factors, on its own, was a formidable force capable of reshaping the Earth's landscape, but together, they formed a triumvirate of terror that proved too great for the dinosaurs to overcome. The climate change, which had been unfolding over millions of years, had already begun to disrupt the delicate balance of the ecosystem. The polar ice caps were expanding, the sea levels were dropping, and the very foundations of the dinosaurs' world were being shaken. Then, the volcanic eruptions in India, known as the Deccan Traps, unleashed a torrent of toxic gases and ash into the atmosphere, causing a prolonged period of cooling and poisoning of the air. And finally, the Asteroid Impact, which was the coup de grace, delivered the final blow to the dinosaurs. The impact threw up a massive amount of debris into the atmosphere, blocking out the sunlight and plunging the Earth into a prolonged period of cold and darkness. The combination theory proposes that it was this intricate interplay of factors, rather than a single event, that ultimately led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. It was a complex and multifaceted process, akin to a grand symphony of catastrophes, that culminated in the demise of these magnificent creatures.